Yeah.
He killed her? That's wild.
Yeah. Those moments of just like realizing he puts it so poetically that you almost have to stop for a second and take it in.
Damn.
Hmm.
I don't know. I'm weirdly attached.
Yeah, like, but it's Jenny. This is
Not
about
Jenny.
Jenny. Hello, Renegades. Nikki here. I am a multi-hyphenate and I'm also an empath. And I'm super excited because I have a friend on today. This is Tim.
Hi.
And Tim is a local DJ and he is literally amazing, not just at what he does, but at bringing the energy and the vibe to everything that he does. And it's always such a good vibe.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I'm gonna have you move over just a little bit, Tim, just so we're in there. Okay, good. So the good thing about Tim, as far as the Ren verse goes, he's only ever seen or heard High Ren. And so today I'm excited to introduce him to
I'm excited.
some other sides of Ren. And so I know that I'm excited because I've not been able to do reactions to these since I saw them before I started the channel. And now I can start doing reactions. And Dora, of course, wants to say hello. So she'll probably pop up and say hello a few times. Anyway, so do you want to share your musical interests?
Yeah. So I kind of grew up on West Coast hip hop. I'm from California, and West Coast hip hop and 80s rock, and so I've been following the hip hop genre for a long time, and it's been tough, in my opinion, as of late, to listen to true hip hop. So it's cool to really like hear people tell stories again.
Yeah. So wait, when you say true hip hop, like what to you?
Yeah, like true hip hop, as in like when people go through life and have these experiences, and then they want to write about it and tell people stories instead of just making really catchy tunes.
Right, for the sake of like a hit.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, then Tim is in for a treat because we have some fun things for him today. So we're going to start with the tale of Jenny and Screech.
Okay.
And I don't know if you know, did you know that High Ren was filmed as a one take?
I didn't.
So he literally was performing that as a one take live and filmed it. Yeah.
Okay.
So he's kind of known for doing that. And it goes back to his busking days. So like he was like performing the streets of Brighton and just like nail every performance.
That's kind of crazy.
Isn't it impressive? Now when you watch High Ren again, you'll be able to really like see. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. And the same is true for this next one I'm going to show you.
Okay.
All right, so without further ado, I'm going to show my friend Tim the tale of Jenny and Screech. I saw your reaction, so I wanted to just pause and get your thoughts.
Does he play guitar in every song?
No.
No. Because like, and he's playing the guitar.
Oh yeah, this is live, and he's playing it live.
That's really impressive.
Yeah, so from what I've heard, and the Renegades can confirm or whatever in the comments, Ren taught himself how to play guitar. He also plays piano, bass, I believe drums as well.
Oh.
And he composes all his own music. I know. Mind blown, and we haven't even gotten into it yet. Yeah.
And then just starting off with like no words, just that. I want to say, I know it's not a kazoo, but it sounds like that style of like trumpet kazoo type thing.
Yeah, I think
And
it's like a mouth trumpet.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
hmm.
One of the things that I love about Ren is that he's innovative. So it's like he may not have access to all the things in the moment, but that doesn't stop him from creating what he envisions and creates anyway.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. That makes a true artist.
Right? All right, I'm gonna go back
Yeah.
to the beginning so we can experience it all over again.
It was a quiet dark night in an empty street somewhere in the city. Jenny walked alone, she was dragging her feet. She was heading back home to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, because she walked it about 1,000 times before. She wanted to escape. Can you blame? Well, on the very same night, in a different place, there walked this hooded young youth by the name of James. He was 14 years old and out of his brain. He'd been smoking ganja with the boys. James, he grew up to be a kid of the street. His mates called him Screech. He was quick on his feet. He was a liar, a thief. At 14 years old, the devil had set his sights on his soul. As Jenny walked home all alone, she felt scared. Usually she was alright, but it was like there was something in the air. A divine intervention telling her to beware. Maybe intuition bugging her and making her so scared. Sirens sound in the distance at the beat of Jenny's feet. A symphony of the night that echoes crime on London streets. Jenny turns a corner, their eyes they meet. Up will go Jenny, a boy named Screech. Give me all your money, bitch, give it to me. If you cooperate, then you'll soon be free. I want your purse, your phone, don't fucking look at me. I mean it, bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny frees a statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, girl? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy called Screech. Reach with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete. And he swung possessed with the devil.
Just your expression. I wanted to get your thoughts so far.
Yeah, okay, I'm not gonna lie. When you told me the name of this song, I thought it was gonna be a love song.
A lot of people do.
Yeah, that, and like it still could be. I haven't listened to the rest of it, but I really like the contrast between going soft and fast and slow and you know, it really changes, like the changing of perspective on who he's singing about and how they feel is like an emotional roller coaster. That's
Yeah, I think what I love about it too is like he embodies those characters as he's performing. So like you're looking at his face and seeing him turn into Screech. And then like just even the tone of the guitar when he's playing Jenny's is slower and more like, you know, melodic, and then when it's Screech, it's fast and staccato. So it's just like boom, 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 you know.
It
so you
definitely, like, I feel like you can feel who these characters are. And I'm sure that these are people that he has based off, either they're real or have based off people in his life. And it's cool to like feel that connection with the same song, but feel it in completely different ways.
Yeah.
Like you don't get that in a lot of music in general ever, and let alone in the last 30 years that I've been alive.
It goes back to what you said as far as like a narrative. Like we're getting a story, not just a beat and a hook, you know.
Which a beat and a hook is good.
For the moments that you want it.
Yeah.
You know?
They're awesome. I do a lot of those.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But yeah, it's cool to hear a story that you can see in your brain as he sings it.
Yeah, yeah. I think that's what I just like, it feels so theatrical, you know, and it's just him walking down a hallway, but he's painting this picture so well.
I agree.
Yeah. All right, and go back just a little bit.
Bitch, are you listening to me? Jenny freezes statue like a lady shakes stalactite. Feel like liquid nitrogen in the dark night. She tried to find strength to move, but stayed as still as a statue in high-heeled shoes. What the hell you playing at? You playing games with me? I swear to fucking God, I'll slice the rosy off your cheeks. You think I don't mean it, though? You don't know me. The last thing you see will be a boy code. Screech reached with the sheath of the blade, with the teeth that could bite through steel and slice concrete. And he swung possessed with the devil in his chest, and the statue she was turned to butter in her breath. It was a quiet dark night in an empty street, somewhere in another city. Jenny lay still on the cold concrete. She's found somewhere to sleep. Well, she knew this town, she knew this floor, 'cause she'd walked here about 1,000 times before. I guess that she escaped. It's such a shame.
That was part one. Yeah. So before we get into part two, that was Jenny's tale. We're gonna learn Screech's tale.
Okay. Did she die? Oh no!
Yeah.
He killed her? That's wild.
Yeah. Those moments of just like realizing he puts it so poetically that you almost have to stop for a second and take it in.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I got weirdly attached.
Look at Jenny. This is
Not
about Jenny. Okay. We're gonna get into Screech's tale now, and then there's a third tale, but it's all together. So.
Our story, it starts right at the end of the life of poor Jenny, clocked out like Big Ben. Dear Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow.
Okay, can we just have a moment for that amazing guitar playing?
Man, I swear, people spend thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars to be able to play half as good as that.
Yeah, and then the fact that like he just like picked up that guitar and walked down the stairs without missing a single beat. Like it was just like how do you even?
It's wild because he was playing so beautifully, and then right before the song like really started, that discordant note that didn't make any real sense to the melody he was playing, that just held for so long, and then he started singing, is just like kind of wild, because the whole song is, well, now that I know the first part, the whole song is probably about and so it's cool to hear
Yes.
the prettiness and the fluidity, and then the discordant note to like say, hey, this is now what happened and what is happening. And
Yeah. I'm so glad you saw that.
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
pick up on
wild.
that. Like to me, that's the mark of a true composer, because you're not just trying to make songs pretty for pretty's sake, and you're not just trying to like make it melodic. You're saying, okay, how do I communicate this version of the story now? How do I take you on this journey, as opposed to, oh, this just sounds nice.
Right.
And so he does that. He does that really well in Hiram too, in the beginning with his guitar playing. When it like at some point that evil Ren
Right.
like comes in, and it's like, it's like, oh, okay, we're playing these discordant notes now. Ah, so good. So good. Just gonna take it back a couple of seconds.
This Screech, dear boy, where did he go? He melted into the black night just like snow. Patrick, man, let me in, please open the door. I think I fucked up, Patrick, really fucked up, man, I'm not sure. I got crazy, left this lady lying still on the floor. I think I killed her, Patrick, come on, man, I can't knock no more. But Screech kept on knocking till his knuckles became sore. But there's no sign of Patrick down at number 54. No refuge for our villain, for the bitter hands of fate. With something far more sinister in mind, does away. Hey, babe, are you in? No, nothing really. I'm just a bit tired. Listen, can I swing around yours for a few moments? I just really miss you, babe. What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting.
Thoughts?
That insinuated that he himself is Screech.
I think he's
Or that was him as Screech talking
Yeah.
as the next move.
yeah. I think that was him as Screech, hence like him like pulling up and then going back to the narrator voice.
That it didn't even look like part of the song.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was really cool.
He took you in there. Like
Yeah, that was
yeah. And how clever was the knocking on the guitar as knocking on the door?
I love it when guitarists like use their guitar as a drum.
Yeah.
It's the coolest thing, and when people can do it well, it's I don't play any like instruments, so it's just really cool to see someone do something really well.
Yeah, and like I know the first time I saw this when he did that, I totally pictured this kid like on this door frantically knocking so clearly. I'm like, oh, it's so well put.
Pretty sure I've heard like that knock. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Just the distressed like
Like he could have just went, but he was like, let's go with the beat. Ah, so good. All right, let's go back a little. Here we go.
What the fuck do you mean you're busy? You fucking bitch! For fuck's sakes! Siren sounds approaching like a banshee in the night. The shrill cry of justice cutting like the sharpest knife. But Screech was never one to run, not one to miss a fight. One hand upon his blade, he turned to face the blue lights. Come on then, you fucking cunts, let's fucking have you then. I am Screech, I'm the boss, I'm the ender of men. You think that uniform you're wearing means that you own these streets? These are my fucking streets, and they call me fucking Screech. Richard was an officer who said that's 10 foot free. Working London on the night shift, what he didn't think he'd see was a boy running at him like an animal possessed. With no time to hesitate, he fired 4 bullets at Screech's chest.
Like, I just have to pause. What do you think? Isn't that so creative? Mind you, again, totally live.
This is all in one take still?
Well, this might
Well,
be
I
like
mean,
a second, yeah. But yeah,
Wow.
no studio, anything there.
That's really cool, and it's really cool to see the how do you say this, like the dehumanization of Screech as he realizes that he's alone in all of this as he's going forward, right? And then like seeing when he just gives up
Yeah.
and kind of has that mental and psychotic break, like the final one before things go down. And then using the guitar as a gun, like that sounded like a real bullet to me.
Right. Well, the like clocking of
Yeah.
that sound, that was actually his zipper hitting the guitar like sound there.
Oh,
And he left it in. It was like a happy accident that he left it.
That is really cool.
Right? Like, because he could have went into, editing and put in a sound, but it just literally hit there from his jacket.
All right.
So, he's blessed.
Like,
Blessed.
Wow. All right.
Uh-huh.
bullets that Screech his chest.
Yeah.
Story it ends right to the start. Young Screech and poor Jenny lying one street apart. An officer shaken by the boy that he claimed. Two bodies lay lifeless, and it's such a shame. It's such a shame.
So that was Screech's tale.
Wow. That, first of all, this is a terribly sad song.
Right? I know.
Oh my goodness. And also, the perspective of the camera is so cool because it looks like it's just a video being filmed and he's singing the song. And then to have him do the, like, fire the gun at him and have the camera go down like Screech is watching him and he's really just talking to Screech, or it's Screech's conscience or narrator,
Right.
and then to have him walk away through the camera into the audience is
So from what I understand, Ren met a guy named Sam when they were in like theater camp, some type of camp where they were learning like music, theater, all kinds of things. And Sam is a videographer. And so Sam filmed Hi Ren as well as this. I think he does most of his videos. And Sam's very talented in storytelling. So
yeah.
Ren actually directs a lot of it, and he also edits his own stuff.
Okay.
And Sam and him collaborate on the filming.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You can it's something that probably isn't needed, but it's nice that it's there. And it's nice that it's like available to help tell this amazing story that Ren has put out. So
Yeah, it's amazing. There is more. So we're going to the third story right now.
okay.
Although the thing is only called The Tale of Jenny and Screech, there is a third tale.
Is it about the cop?
I'm not saying.
Okay.
It's a surprise.
Right.
Everybody goes, "Ooh, Tyler." Pause for appreciation.
Not even fair.
Pause for appreciation. And the thing is, I've watched guitar players and guitar teachers react to this as well, and their minds are blown because they're like, that's not easy in any way, but it's also a classical guitar with nylon strings, and you don't play nylon usually with your fingers like that,
yeah.
especially at that speed.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's without a pick.
That's just nylon?
Those are nylon strings. Yeah. So that's hard.
Yeah. That was to be hard on Guitar Hero.
Yeah. I'm glad you bought a Guitar Hero. I miss Guitar Hero.
That's the only guitar I've ever played. So,
Same.
wow. That is really impressive. And it's the same, you can hear, okay. So he played really pretty, had that discordant note, and then incorporated that note into that. I don't even know what it is.
It's okay.
It's the really good guitar playing. And it's cool because you can hear, it's like a red herring in it. And, you know that it's there, but it's so pretty with everything around it.
Yeah.
But you can still hear that one note that you're like, it fits, but it's different than all the rest, and it's different than what I've heard. So it's cool to like see it again, but different, but the same. If that makes any sense at all.
It makes sense. One of the things that I love about him, and you'll see this in some of the other songs that I show you, is that because he's such a good composer, he understands that element of surprise in what he's creating. So it's like, it's not so predictable that like your mind shuts off and you'd lose the story. It's like, no, he pulls you back in by changing it up that way. And then he does it like expertly by finger plucking the way he is and like so fast. Like who would have thought that he would do that? So it pulls you back into the story.
Also, who would have thought you could do that if you've never been trained to do that?
Right.
I mean,
This man is literally amazing.
Years doing, and I'm sure he has. I'm sure he's watched every video under the sun. I'm sure that he had taught himself, but
yes. So, what do you know about like his story?
Nothing. I saw High Ren on TikTok. I pressed follow, and then I sometimes see his videos. I don't know too terribly much about him at all. I know that he talks a lot about mental health and mental health awareness, and just with the struggles that he's been through. But other than that,
so I'll give you a quick synopsis here, and then we'll continue. So when he was, I think 17 or 19, correct me, Renegades, if I'm wrong, they will correct me. He got really, really sick, like really sick.
Okay.
And went to all these doctors, went to all these specialists, and they kept telling him it's probably in your mind. There's nothing wrong with you. But his body literally was quitting on him. He couldn't eat. He didn't have energy to go outside. He couldn't make music anymore. And that was right around the time that he was also discovered by a rep from Sony and was going to sign him or signed him to Sony. But he got so sick that like that whole deal out there. And so what ended up happening was he got misdiagnosed with bipolar disorder and some other things and given all kinds of medications, but was still getting physically sick and went to all kinds of healers. Turns out he had Lyme disease. And they didn't know it. And so he was probably sick for he's still sick, but he struggled with it for over a decade before they could even, that's like mostly him in his room at home trying to just eat. So that, because of that, it affected his mental health, his physical health, and that's where High Run came from. And a few other songs. He has a whole album called Sick Boy that's hip hop, and it's amazing. I haven't gone through the whole thing yet. I'm saving it for the Renegades, but what I've heard is amazing. So that's why he is so good at everything. Like he had all this time to focus on his music, and himself.
city, far from pretty. 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. Rhythmic beats and bloodstains, she's our lady weep, she's tired and frail. To set the scene, we must rewind the hands of time for Violet's tale. Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent stars. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard.
I just have to pause because I love that you could hear the sound difference going from one room into the hallway, you know, and that's like confirmation again that it's a one take. He's out there performing it.
Yeah. I'm kind of speechless. That really did sound like we were going back in time.
I know. That's like the rewind. Like, I freaking love that.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
And then just the difference in that tempo, tone, like between just the door, like the room and the hallway, just the difference between, it's like two separate songs that were mashed into one, and it was done just flawlessly.
Yeah.
It was really cool to watch.
Seamless.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, let's go back in.
Violet was a silent girl, grew up with violent stars. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took a tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at...
Do you need a moment? I know. It's rough.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
It is. It's rough. And the way that it's like he says it without having to say anything.
Yeah.
And then you just know. And it's fucked up.
I also really like, it looks like a hospital room inside of the room, and then you walk out and you see the pale white walls, and it reminds me of a mental health facility, but when you're in the room at first, it looks like a hospital, like a typical just normal hospital, not a specialized hospital. And having that realization when he comes out of the room to being like, oh, we're not here for, we're here for something. This is something completely different in the scope of trauma and stuff. Yeah.
I mean, he paints the picture so well, like with the visuals, with the story, with the music. And it just puts you there. Even if it's uncomfortable, it puts you there.
Especially if it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Violent stars. Her mother was a drinker and her father was a bastard. Every night he took a tie but never left the room. I'll spare you with the things he did, I'm sure her mother knew. Violet was a silent girl, she moved out at 16. A semi-detached council flat, paid for by a welfare scheme. Packing shelves at Tesco, stacking jars like pickled bricks. She met a boy named Stevie and he was a little prick. Violet was a silent girl and Violet she fell fast. See, Stevie was the wrong one, but he sure knew how to charm her. Every night he took a tie but never left the room. History repeats itself, he'd paint her black and blue and dark. She never stood a chance. The devil comes to dance. Violet, why are you always so quiet? on her bedroom door and he's irate. He's been drinking and smoking, he's up late. And he stands by her bedside, she shakes, but her eyes stay shut. You fucking slut, I know you're up. And he pinches her eyelids and folds them up. Violet, why you lying to me, Violet? Please stay silent, things turn violent. That's the sound of his fists when they fall like a crashing pilot. Hit like hailstones, one to the collarbone, full force, full blown, blood's got bone crack, knick knack, paddywhack, one to the jaw and the tooth spat, deep catch, fist connects and disconnects a bone. A quick deflector, misdirect the blow, but nonetheless his punches met her throat. Such a mess, he's left her bruised and broke. Violet, why you always so silent, Violet? Why you such a little liar, Violet? Do you think I wanna do this, Violet? In character, she stays silent. Well, say something, Violet. Silence. Fucking say something, Violet. Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet.
Did you? Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to talk about it?
Ooh, I've I've known a lot of people like Violet.
Mm-hmm.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think, I think there's almost something in here for everyone to relate back to, you know.
Yeah, when you invited me over, I didn't think you were gonna make me get in my feels.
I'm
This is-
sorry. I am an empath and this is
Oh,
an
man,
empathic
this is
reaction
like-
channel. No, I know.
Oh,
It's rough.
it's good. It's a good rough. I want everyone to know it's a good feeling to hear that someone's first talking about it, because like that's insane that this stuff happens.
Yeah.
It's insane that
Yeah.
it's a regular occurrence.
Yeah.
So it's cool to hear somebody talking about it, and in such a poetic and theatrical way. It's but still very serious,
Mhm.
still very like heavy, so
Yeah.
to speak. The music, because really the plucking of the guitar is actually quite lighthearted.
Mm-hmm.
But to have that contrast and dichotomy between the lyrics being what they are, and
Mm-hmm.
having the music be more upbeat than it not that it probably should, but then that way more upbeat than what the lyrics suggest that the beat should be.
Yeah.
Like if you just read it on a piece of paper, it probably would be a slower song.
Yeah.
So it's cool to hear that difference in
Yeah. I think the upbeat, I noticed that when it's upbeat, it's him as the narrator more. And then like even just choosing the silent moments to
the acapella.
articulate that. Yeah.
Acapella is so difficult.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Like when he was going around plucking the guitar, and then every time he would say silence, it would go just him,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I can say a lot, honestly.
Yeah.
What he's so good at bringing the darkness to light, and I think that a lot of times, like you said, there are people who live this reality, and in darkness a lot, and their stories do not get told. And so I feel like when we hear these stories, we're able to empathize with people going through these things, as opposed to just, oh, why didn't she leave, or why didn't, like, there's a reality behind everyone's story that we do not know and we do not understand because we're not in that moment. And
Yeah.
so for us to judge why someone doesn't leave a situation like this, we don't know that this was a 16-year-old girl and she'd been primed to be, in situations like this from her experiences so young that she hasn't found her voice. Violet is silent, and so seeing him bring that to our consciousness and giving us the ability to empathize with people that we're not necessarily living through their experience, then that to me is magical. And it's needed. I think it's needed more now than ever.
Especially because over the last 10 years, mental health has become on the forefront of people's brains. Like they realize that if your mental health is not good, it doesn't matter what you do, you're still going to be sad and you're still going to be upset and like you're still going to be struggling. So it's really cool to be able to he brings like the trauma that is still taboo, because there's still a few things that people don't like talking about.
Yeah. And I understand not liking talking about it, like who wants to talk about
yeah,
but it's good to know that it
and
exists.
it's good to like bring it to light in a way that's not it doesn't feel preachy to me. Like it doesn't feel like he's talking at me. It feels like I'm experiencing this with him, and nobody should have to experience that. So I'm glad that I'm experiencing it through this.
Yeah, well said.
But it's a lot heavier than I thought it was going to be this morning.
Yeah. I didn't prepare you, but sometimes it's better to go in blind.
Yeah, it's better to be
yeah
surprised and enjoy. Like this is just very enjoy. Like,
don't worry, the next one is lighter. I promise.
I mean,
but yeah,
it's just it's cool to see that someone somewhere is using a platform to broadcast that this is like we need to talk about this. This is something that's like a big deal all the time, and like it's I don't know, it's nice to hear someone using their songs and their artistic talent for this purpose.
Yeah. I definitely encourage you to watch this on your own and read the comments. There are people who say this literally helped them in so many ways, because they went through similar situations. So, all right, let's wrap it up.
Fucking say something, Violet! Silence. Wait. Say something, Violet. Not one word. She stays quiet. London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington is fighting just to stay alive. The doctor, in a state of shock, saw something here so very wrong. See, Violet, she was pregnant. Poor Violet, she was 9 months gone. Turning to the doctor, Violet broke her silence and she cried, if I'm to die right here tonight, please let my baby stay alive. The doctor soon regained composure, called the surgeon to come in. As Violet's world turned to black, the curtains closed, the lights went dim. In London City, far from pretty, 2005. A lady down in Paddington just lost the fight to stay alive. A tragedy or miracle, it happened on these very streets. Two twins aligned side by side. A girl named Jenny and a boy named Screech.
Wow. Wow.
Questions? Comments?
Wow.
Then I feel like we just watched a movie that's better than most
Yeah.
movies that are out.
Oh my goodness. That's horrific.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a really good series, but wow.
Yeah. It just like speaking to the generational trauma and how it just like gets passed down, and there's like cat hair everywhere, sorry. How the generational trauma gets passed down. So it's like you have Violet, who's their mom, and what happened with her parents and her, and then her boyfriend. And it turns out that's Jenny and Screech's father. So Stevie, the prick.
Oh.
There's an aha moment. Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Man, now I'm gonna have to listen to this again because that was lost on me. I'm very glad you explained that.
Yeah, it's okay. It's such a like it's
that
such a
makes sense with the rewind, right? Rewind
Yeah.
all the way until brother and sister,
they're twins.
but they didn't know. I would have,
No.
well, maybe they did.
No, they didn't. He didn't know that was his sister. So if you think about what happens when the mother dies and the father committed the murder, like now they're orphans. And so in the system, the siblings don't always stay together. Oftentimes they just get placed separately.
Yeah.
And so when you think about Screech's story, he was 14, he grew up a kid on the streets, a liar, thief at 14 years old, you like all that.
Yeah.
And then you don't know Jenny's age in the beginning when he talks about her.
Yeah.
All you know is that she's walked that floor 1,000 times before at night, but she's a 14-year-old late at night walking home. And even just the moment when he talks about her intuition knowing something is wrong, when usually that nighttime she doesn't feel anything like it's going to happen, that's like twin sense. So like, you know, twins can sense each other.
Yeah.
And so she probably sensed her twin without knowing that was her twin. Yeah,
That's really cool.
it
I
is.
mean, the story, like the
Right,
like-
the way that he,
yes, the way he portrayed it.
yeah,
It was really cool. The story itself is tragic and very sad, but
yeah,
that's
hmm
wow.
yeah. And from what I understand, he got the idea from reading an article about a 14-year-old that killed a woman. And I think the cop was quoted saying it's such a shame. And so from there, he expanded on the narrative and made the whole story.
That's kind of crazy.
I
That's
know.
that's really cool.
Yeah, so creative the way that he set that all up.
Yeah. That's
And then there's a hint that Violet's their mom. If you look at his first jacket was a Nebraska, I think Cornhuskers jacket, which was red, and then a Dallas Cowboys jacket, which was blue. And if you combine red and blue, you get Violet. Like, how clever.
that's
How clever.
that's like going the extra mile. That's like
That's art.
that's good.
Oh my gosh. Well, this was Tim's first watch of Jenny and Screech. And I'm really glad that you were here for this.
I am too.
Yeah.
That was
He's still processing.
That's a lot of information.
So please like continue watching Tim's reactions. We're gonna do Fire in the Booth, and hopefully we have time for another one that I want to show him that's shorter. And so I just want to let him see some of the other sides of Ren. So till next time, thank you so much and take care of yourselves.